guys, Caramilla here from Asleep at Last. Welcome to another one of my videos. So today I am talking about dummies, or soothers or pacifiers as some people call them. So I get asked about dummies all the time. Should people use them? Should they get rid of them? When should they get rid of them? How can they get rid of them? So I thought I'd cover all that in the video today. So the first thing I'll say is that sucking is a natural reflex that we are born with. So dummies can be a really great tool for newborns. They trigger the calming reflex and they can be a great comfort to them, and they can really help with settling really difficult newborns. They can also be really great for reflux babies because the production of the saliva helps to neutralize the acid that's coming up, so it can help with pain. I used one for my daughter when she had reflux and it really helped. The one thing I would say is try not to keep replacing the dummy. So if a baby spits the dummy out, don't rush in and try and keep popping it back in. Just give it to them, and then usually when the baby's done with the dummy, they'll just spit it out themselves. When the baby gets to about 4 months old, sleep changes and they can become a lot more wakeful. Suddenly a dummy that wasn't really a sleep association before, so it now is, because baby is needing that dummy to be replaced every time they wake, which can be as frequently as every 2 hours at night and during naps as well. So you might find yourself doing what we call the dummy run, which is quite frankly exhausting. Now there's a few options that you can do here. If you're happy to do the dummy run, some people are, and keep replacing it, then you can do that. Baby won't be able to replace the dummy themselves until around about 7-8 months, so you would have to be doing that for a good couple of months potentially until they're able to replace it themselves. But if you would like to ditch the dummy and you want to get rid of it completely, 4-5-month-olds is actually a really great age to do this, because what you can do is actually teach self-settling at the same time. So there's two options to ditch the dummy. There is a quick method or a more gradual approach. The quick method is, like it says, it's quite fast, and that's because you go cold turkey, you get rid of it and you pick a settling method to teach them to go to sleep without the dummy. And if you're consistent with that, it takes several days, so probably a bit quicker than people think. I do have people kind of express their anxiety and their apprehension around ditching dummies. I think people think it's going to be a lot harder than it is, but if you catch baby at the right time and you're consistent and picking a method that works well for you as a family and your baby, you may be surprised how quickly they actually start settling without it. The other method is a gradual option would be to use more of a parental presence. So you would assist them, you do more assisting to sleep, like while they're still using the dummy for a few days, and then after a few days then stop giving them the dummy but use your assistance. So if that's rocking or patting or just being in the room with them, if they start protesting you being in the room, you may need to leave for some timed intervals that you're comfortable with. But again, eventually baby will learn to settle without the dummy, and then you'll have to wean them off however you were assisting getting them to sleep in order to teach them to self-settle. Now, if your baby is coming up to around 7 months and you think they might be close to being able to find and replace it themselves, and you want to teach that, you can put lots of dummies in the cot for them to reach to. And to teach find and replace, you can go to them and pop the dummy in their hand and put their hand up to their mouth and kind of teach them to replace it that way. It's totally up to you, but like I say, that probably wouldn't be till more like 7-8 months old, when the hand-eye coordination is a bit more developed that way. If you are giving your baby or your toddler the dummy away from bedtime, I would straight away start going to just giving them the dummy for naps and bedtime. So you cut it down that way, particularly for toddlers. It's a good place to start. So if they're having the dummy all day, just to calm them down, stop doing that first and then start ditching it at bedtime and nap times. For toddlers in particular, you can make it fun. You can get them involved in the process, talk to them that they're a big boy or big girl now, and that they don't need the dummy anymore, and the dummy fairy is going to come and take them away and give them to the babies that do need them, and they can, yeah, together with you, put them in a bag, write a little note for the fairy, and then the next day they're gone. And make sure you throw them away as well, so that you're not tempted to give it back to them or they don't find them. Giving your baby or toddler a comforter as well, introducing that before you ditch the dummy is a really good idea to kind of give them replace it with a positive sleep association. But yeah, if you're consistent and you're determined with it and you follow through, it shouldn't take longer than a week maximum to actually get the process done and for them to actually be able to settle without their dummy. So I hope that was helpful, guys. If you like this video, please hit like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified of when I do a new video. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.